Well, we're down here at the quayside of Douglas after reports of smoke billowing from one of the buildings here on South Quay, and thick fog. Smoke is still coming out there. It's actually quite toxic. You can smell it. It's quite deep. And from what I understand, it's a screed company that makes this item that you put on top of flooring. So it's oil-based and probably, as you can see, goes up. Most of Douglas around this area has come to a complete halt because of the traffic situation. There's a lot of fire engines, of course, as you expect, in attendance, a lot of standing by, and at the moment the smoke is still gushing out of that building and going right across the whole area. We've been talking to some people who have been actually evacuated from the whole of the South Quay industrial estate. They've actually closed that down because next to it there's understanding that there could potentially be some gas cylinders and maybe some even in that building even. So there is obviously quite a risk here to people in the area. So at the moment, obviously there must be some firemen and women in there, but at the moment a lot of them are just standing by, and obviously breathing apparatus is required for this sort of job. But it has now been going for some time, and as we speak it suddenly comes back. A massive gush of black smoke comes out, and it's almost like tyres. If you taste it, it's obviously the word from Tweetbeat and everyone else is keep clear of the area. Probably you wouldn't want any windows open either anywhere near this for the moment, and keep inside, keep safe. And in the meantime, the traffic in Douglas is around this area has ground to a complete halt, as the whole area over there has been sealed off. And since we actually arrived here, the smoke's actually given way to some flames. You can see these shots here now, a massive amount of flames leaping out inside that building, and it doesn't look yet as if it's under control. But every now and again it seems to get a burst. Maybe the wind is actually driving it forward, but suddenly you get these huge flames, and then after a while it dies down again, going back to smoke. Certainly this building will be shut, and probably the area is going to be shut for some time to come. And we just heard a noise. It sounded that could possibly be a canister, a gas canister of some sort, but certainly there was quite a bang that went up. And there's another one. You might have heard that as well. Something is obviously going up inside the building or beside it. We did have these reports that there was gas canisters around there. I just seen a fire engine actually up the Douglas Head Road. That's obviously going to be tackling it from behind. Again, the flames are still coming out now out the second area. We saw on the left-hand side, now on the right-hand side, and there are some pumps definitely on, and another bang, another explosion of some sort. We can only speculate, of course, what is actually going up, but the building, we don't know. I mean, if this now is going to survive, because this is a very deep-seated fire, that's for sure. And you can see the water being pumped in there, but the black smoke is billowing out still. This is at least half hour after I arrived here today, and it still looks like it's not under control at this time. More flames on the right-hand side can be seen now as well. Of course, what is being reported is that there's an asbestos roof in the building, which obviously will be of extreme caution to people with the dangers that in itself brings into the area, and that's why so many people have been evacuated from the quayside while this ongoing fire goes on. So over an hour later, it's still on fire, this building. The fire brigade still pumping in water here from this front, and every now and again the noise of something obviously exploding or breaking is going on, and obviously an ongoing situation for people trying to use the area at the moment. So now the smoke's certainly changed colour from being a very thick black. It's more whitish. Someone on looker here seemed to know what they're talking about, saying this is more toxic, this white smoke. But in the main area now, it looks like it's under control. Certainly less plumes of smoke coming out of that middle section. But now on the left, you can see these big white clouds sweeping right over South Quay as the fire brigade continue their efforts to get this fire under control. So we can see now the fire brigade, they've got the personnel on the roof. What's left of it, by all accounts from this angle, it looks like they have lost the roof on both the sections there. So this company that's involved with screed, and that's the concrete bit of it, I understand, but obviously the bit they put on top, the resins, it seems that's what the people are talking about here, that probably would be the issue with what's caught fire, because it'd be an oil-based product. But obviously we don't know at the moment, but we can see now the fire brigade have got a unit behind with the crane is raised, and it now is probably under control.